value more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a moment? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed.
It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll see.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, second-year pro, Sam Howell.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Howell down to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start with the option. And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. A handoff running left is Gibson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, Howell now. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He got 29 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? third and short, they let the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Convert there on fourth. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now through the defense, really limits here on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Now they go play action with Howell.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
They'll
try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, it was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing here, Howell. That is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Howell. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run again with Walker. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. In motion left is Watkins. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That one complete. He finds Sharp. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But 1st down, Hurts. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it. Well, this 1st half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Fights, and he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Dallas Goedert in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime here in our... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How did... A little bit of... Side trying to match each other. We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the counter, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let them come get the quarterback and dump it off. There could be some room to roam.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 84 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan and trying to chip away at his timing.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Commanders' offense set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss. But no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week. So he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jordan Brooks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here comes Grant on the return.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
43-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Walker.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
106 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 3rd and 3.
Off the middle they run. It's Walker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Open man completes it to Claypool.
Touchdown!
Chase Claypool.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Washington ready to try again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter
run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Howell. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Staying on his feet. And that will be incomplete as well.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Check, Panther, smash, smash.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Let's go.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Howell looking to throw again. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's Howell with another throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Another throw for Howell. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Howell will throw it. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Chark the motion man right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now Hurts going to move him around. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This now a 3rd and 4. And Walker once more. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Scott is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with a touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders. Down by 2 touchdowns, 30 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down.
Ready. Check up.
Here's Howell. Finding Samuel, and he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Howell to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd down, Howell now. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Howell with one final shot. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because